The roast that proves nothing was ever under attack. There's a room. Lights low. Crowd loud. Energy thick. At the center, a chair. Not just a seat, a signal. Whoever sits there has already agreed to something most people spend their whole lives avoiding. Exposure. One by one, people step up to the mic. They don't come empty-handed. The jokes were written long before the first laugh ever breaks the air. Sharpened in private, rehearsed in silence, aimed with precision. So if the words were the problem, the damage would have already been done backstage. But nothing happened. No outrage, no hurt feelings, no collapse of identity. Just ink on paper, waiting. Then the first joke lands. The room erupts. The person in the chair laughs. And the same words that would start a fight anywhere else become entertainment. So it can't be the words. They haven't changed. It has to be the frame. A roast isn't comedy. It's a contract. Unspoken, but binding. The moment that person sits down, something is silently agreed upon. For this window of time, nothing said here counts as attack. Same sentence. Inside the frame, it's love. Outside the frame, it's disrespect. You only roast the ones you love. That's what they say. But look closer. That only hides the mechanism. Because what it really means is this. You only roast the ones who can sit in that chair and not run. Not because they're stronger, but because something in them already knows this isn't touching anything real. A roast doesn't create offense. It reveals inventory. Before the mic ever turns on, every joke already exists. Which means if a line hurts, it didn't start when it was spoken. It started wherever it landed. A joke is just sound until it finds something already believed. That's the contact point. Two people hear the same line. One laughs, the other tightens. Same words, different attachment. I didn't like that joke. What does that really mean? It means the joke didn't just pass through. It stuck to something. And here's the part nobody says out loud. Most of the material in a roast isn't new. It's already been thought, already been noticed, already been whispered in smaller rooms. The roast doesn't invent the thought. It removes the permission barrier. In everyday life, there's a filter. Not because the thoughts aren't there, but because there's a cost to saying them. A roast removes that cost. Temporarily. Artificially. So now everything that was quietly circulating gets a microphone. Not created, revealed. And the performer isn't free either. Even in a say anything environment, there's still a boundary. Keep the room. Go too far, lose the audience. Pull back too much, lose the laugh. So the roast becomes a balancing act. Say the unsayable, but in a way that keeps everyone seated. Which means meaning still isn't in the words. It's in how they're received. Because once something is spoken publicly, it can spread, attach, repeat. Now the identity isn't just internal anymore. It's shared. And that's the real risk of sitting in that chair. Not the joke, the exposure. Because what if something hits? Not because it's true, but because it's believed. Now strip the frame away. Take the same words, same tone, same delivery. Drop them into a random moment on a random day. Now it's not a roast. It's an attack. So what changed? Not the sentence, the agreement. Which leads to something sharper than comedy. If a joke only hurts where something is already held, then the joke didn't create the reaction. It revealed it. So the roast isn't testing humor, it's testing attachment. What can be said without triggering defense? That's the real line. And once that line is seen, the phrase starts to fall apart. You only roast the ones you love. Or, you only roast the ones who are willing to sit still, while everything they thought they were gets named out loud, and nothing real disappears.